But then, what's the number one lesson you will teach someone when you try to design a class on public speaking?
Well, the first lesson I would give on public speaking is that fear is not a myth.
Okay.
It's real.
Wow.
Because a lot of public speakers, they may tell you fear is not there. It is just in your mind. No, wait.
It does.
Fear is there.
Yeah. Hey friends and family, welcome to today's wonderful episode of the LEZAMIS podcast, and I believe you guys are doing very well. I normally wouldn't greet you guys, so today I'm using the opportunity to check up on you guys. Hope you're doing well. And then again, I realized that you guys are joining the community more and more, and I really appreciate it. You guys are subscribing, you guys are liking the video. One thing is that you guys are not sharing. Please do well, at least add that to it. And if you are convinced or something, just put it in the comment section. I mean, no one will kill you for that. And today I'm having this wonderful person all the way from Zambia. Now, this guy actually warned me the last time I went to UMCP to tell people about my business, which I released 2 weeks ago. The guy who warned me is actually here in my studios, and I'm going to ask him how he did it. And by the way, this guy is an expert in public speaking. So yeah, he's going to give us some tips on that, because you really need that when it comes to doing interview. And you guys out there, you realize how important it is. And finally, this same guy can be able to convince you that pineapple belongs to pizza. Let's see if he's going to do that today. So I am going to reveal him finally, and he's no other person than Knox Chadley. Knox, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
I've actually been here already in my imagination.
That's good. That's good. I can imagine. So if you imagine what's going to really happen, that's wonderful to know. And it was, I don't know, you've been in Morocco for a while now.
Yeah, for the past 4 years.
4 years. But I don't know how come I didn't part with you. It was very, very wonderful.
Me too. I don't know how. But again, it all happens by
because 4 years and you've been here and you're a public speaker, and because I'm also in that aspect of life, but I'm not in the social world. I'm in the medical.
But surprisingly, after the first meeting, now we always meet.
Exactly. Somehow, you see, that's the thing. So we met at UMCP. I think last month or last 2 months at Bengali.
2 months, I think.
Yeah, it was a wonderful experience, and you winning the awards, and you keep on winning the awards. Apparently, he just don't talk; he wins awards as well. Yeah. So yeah, this is the guy who's going to tell us more about how to do it and win awards as well. So how did you feel upon winning the awards?
The Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Well, I felt amazing. Now, that award is if I count, well, I've lost count, honestly. So it is something that I've been doing for 10 years now, because even in Zambia, before coming to Morocco, I was already a public speaker and a debater. So sometimes people ask me after winning all these awards, don't you feel like stopping?
Exactly.
But then the thing is, it's part of life. It's part of my life. It's the people want to change the world. They're always looking for ways to make it better. So for me, public speaking, debate is not far from my life. The same way people eat and sleep. Yeah, I also speak.
I get it. It. So that's what you do. And unfortunately, you lost when we met the last time at UMCP in Rabat. How did you feel about that too as well?
Well, for that one, again, I wouldn't say I lost. Anyway, for me, it was still a good experience. It was a learning experience.
Yes.
I'm sure you're referring to the last one, the last event.
The last event.
Yeah, it was still a learning experience because this time we're in a group. And that combination, I had engineers, I had business people. So it was still a learning experience. So for Knox, there is no losing and winning. It is all learning. That's how I would put it.
I feel like you've done this job before, because the way you are speaking is you were once a YouTuber. Have you ever done YouTube before?
Well, I saw that one coming. Yes, but I used to do travel vlogs. The only problem why I stopped, it was a matter of consistency. So trying to create a balance between academics and vlogs, editing, because I would go to different places.
Exactly.
But afterwards I have to edit, I have to promote it, I have to reply to messages after sharing. It was too much.
Yeah, I get it.
And I was in second year, third year. Then the other reason was I reached a point where when I go to a place, holding my camera, trying to do vlogs, I was feeling out of place.
I see.
Like I lost that now.
I know.
Be like, okay, people are watching me. No, I no longer want to do this. I just want to like go in a place, anonymous, until something comes up that I have to do it and leave.
I see.
Yeah, but it was good. Maybe I will come back.
Okay. we hope you come up stronger and then better as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And tell me, I don't know, we hardly hear about the Anglophone countries down the African map, South Africa. Probably we might be hearing of South Africa, but Zambia, Malawi, Tanzania. I hope I'm getting it right.
Yes.
If these people are
Those are
Anglophone countries.
countries.
Yeah. You always hear about Ghana, Nigeria making this sort of banter and stuff like that. Does that thing exist among people down there?
Well, it does. But like, for example, if you mean, let's give an example of the jollof rice thing between you and Ghana.
Yeah.
For us, we have a different one. So between Zambia and Zimbabwe, we have the Victoria Force.
I see.
I don't know if you have come across it.
I know, I have heard. Yes. Zambia is all over.
Yes,
about
so the Victoria Force, we own it. But the debate is who has the better view of it. Ooh. Like which side has the better view? So from Zimbabwe, they say, well, they have a better view.
Yes.
With us, we say, no, we have the better view because we own it.
Exactly.
You see? So now that debate, nobody has ever won it. Yeah. But I would go with Zambia, maybe because I'm patriotic.
Yeah, probably.
But maybe if you invited the Zimbabwean, they would give a different perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So that is maybe the debate that we have around there.
So it's just between you and then the Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, you have nothing to do with Malawi, you have nothing to do with Tanzania.
Other competitions now.
Yeah.
We don't have,
You just, you are neighbors.
We are neighbors.
That's good.
In fact, Malawi, like one of our neighboring countries is Malawi. We say it is like an extension of one of the districts in Zambia, you know?
I see.
We call it Chipata extension.
Wow.
Like
it's a place in Zambia
called Chipata. So we call Malawi like, Chipata extension.
Wow.
That's how we consider
a country. You guys are just undermining them like that. Anyway, if I am to visit Zambia today, what's one thing I would definitely get wrong as a foreigner?
Yeah. Bon, I think if you use fork and knife to eat nshima. So we eat nshima. Nshima is like the staple.
Okay.
In Nigeria, it's called fufu. You know the fufu?
Yeah, I know fufu. Yeah,
yes. So in Zambia, we call it nshima. Now, if you're a foreigner, they give you nshima in Zambia, and you want to use fork and knife. That's a big insult. You know, the authentic way is you grab it, you roll it, you scoop. You know, that's like the authentic way. But once you get cutlery, people know that this one
is definitely
a foreigner. Yeah. So maybe that would be the first thing you would
So do you
wrong.
scoop it? Do you pour the soup in the same bowl as the fufu? Or
again, that's another difference. So for other countries, they make like a wort on the middle and they put the soup.
Would you want
I wouldn't want to mention anyway. But I think Nigeria.
Fair enough. Ghana, we don't create whole. We can literally pour the soup on the fufu, but not create a whole just to
even just like pulling the soup on top. For us, that is awkward. So what we do is it has to be separate.
Well, we also have something of that sort that's separate, where we have the soup in a separate bowl with the fufu somewhere. Well, we generally call everything fufu that is like in the form of parts. Yeah. Right? But we have the fufu itself, which is made of cassava and plantain, where mostly you put it in, one bowl and just pour soup on it with all sorts of meats, right? Yeah. And we have something we call benku, which is also like, a part as well, but just that it comes in a different bowl with isu. But others to mix it, like I'm saying. So it's a whole lot of things. But if you guys see very weird,
it has to be separate. Yeah. Even the meat, the way it's cooked, I've seen for many countries, they are going to mix fish and meat and this.
Yes.
We don't do that.
Wow.
For us, that's very awkward.
Wow.
Like, can't mix meat and fish.
I don't know who is missing out here.
It always has to be in different pots.
I see.
Yeah. That's another.
Honestly, I don't know who is missing out here. If you are missing the better part of my food or I'm missing the better part of
your food. You're missing ours. When you come to Zambia, first thing you are trying.
I see. No, let's get into the deeper part of the conversation now. I really want to know your opinion about certain things because this is something that I really do to know. What is going up there in the brains of my guest, right? So I want you to tell me, is it true that people would pay attention to you as a public speaker only if you make it or attain a certain level in life?
Amazing question. Amazing question. So I'm going to give you a story.
Tell me. Go ahead.
Coming from Zambia,
Yeah.
I had a massive track record. I had a massive track record. I had won awards, I had won competitions. But when I came here in first year, nobody knew me, especially in the Moroccan community.
I see.
Zambians knew about me,
Yeah, exactly.
but the Moroccans didn't know me. So I went to my first competition at school, and then I was a stranger. Nobody knew me. But once I entered there, it was as though I had been waiting for such an opportunity. What happened? I won that competition. I came out second place, and I got a check of 1,000 dirhams in first year.
Yeah.
But nobody knew me. So what am I saying? When you have mastered your craft, when you are competent, you can't be ignored. It doesn't matter who knows you or who doesn't know you. It's about mastering your craft.
Yeah.
Once you know your strength and you master it, you are the best. It doesn't matter. Even the excuse that people give, well, maybe I'm a foreigner, maybe I'm this. You haven't just attained competence. Once you know your thing, you go in places and people can't ignore you.
I see.
And it is from that experience that all the opportunities opened up. Because after that competition, all the judges who were there, they were big professors. They got my contact. Guess what?
Okay.
The next event I was presenting, it was a graduation ceremony.
Wow.
Where the Minister of Agriculture by then, Monsieur Mohammed Sadiq, was the guest of honor.
Yeah.
And I was presenting there because one of the judges saw me and they said, we want that guy to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
But they didn't know me. So you don't have to be known to be recognized.
I see.
Just master your craft, be competent, and stop complaining.
Exactly. Thank you very much. That was very deep. Huh? No wonder I call it the deep convo. All right. How about this? Okay. I know something definitely would have come up about Zambia, which is also an opinion. All right. Okay. So this is actually about me finding out that there are always restrictions using the toilet during churches hours for the sake of sanity in Zambia. Is it really true?
No, I've never come across it.
Honestly,
it's the first time I'm
so
hearing
yeah,
that.
it's a way to change that perception because it does exist. And it was weird when I found it. Like I searched myself and I'm like, wow, this is something that I never know about.
Me
but
too. It's the first time I'm hearing of it. But I believe it's not true.
It's
if
not
it were true, I would know about it.
Because it's to some extent, you're having a running stomach, or maybe you ate something from the house, and all of a sudden you
can always go out.
Of course,
you can always
because
go out. Maybe it was during coronavirus. Maybe there were restrictions, but no.
Yeah. Okay. So as a member of a church, how do you feel about people spending almost the whole week in church and keep complaining that that they are unemployed? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Do you know why I ask you this question? Because before I invited you, I take a look at what goes on in your life. If you are someone who is more into your faith, your stuff like that, to know the right questions to ask.
Amazing.
So I felt like this was the right question to ask someone.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Well, I'm going to put it like this. In fact, the Bible says it this way. I think it has to be in the book of James chapter 2, verse 18. The Bible says, faith without works is dead. So personally, I believe in faith that works.
I see.
That is, if I'm going to ask for harvest from God, I must have planted a seed.
Yeah.
You see, even when you look into scripture, now I might have to go a little bit deeper.
Exactly.
When you look into scripture, you're going to realize that, for example, God is meeting Moses, the burning bush. He asked him, what do you have in your hand?
Yes.
And then the staff that he had always been holding became an instrument of miracles. But he had something.
Exactly.
What am I trying to say? The Bible encourages us as Christians to be hardworking, to be the head and not the tail. So it not just in prayer, but even in other areas of life. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, even in Babylon, they did exploits. not just in prayer, but in intelligence. You can see the criteria they used when describing them.
Yeah.
So I believe strongly that Christians are there to dominate other sectors of life.
I see.
That's my
Not
opinion.
just the church.
Not just the church.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you very much. And yeah, it's rightly said, because it's something that we see mostly in Africa.
Yeah.
And it's not only just that. Like you hear pastors saying that, okay, bring all your money and I'll give you a way to heaven and stuff like that. And people fasting more than 40 days, knowing very well that you have to eat at a point and stuff like that. I know it's all faith and it's bigger than probably I am. But then I see sometimes we overdo it. That's why I went ahead to ask you.
Amazing.
Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about your culture, Zambia, right?
Okay.
So I think we are going to specifically focus on you because we can't speak largely because it has a lot. Last time we met when we were speaking about cultures, and then you happen to present something on Zambia and stuff like that. Yeah, I think this is the right moment to also know more because I was teaching the others whilst you're also talking to the others. So it doesn't. So which part of Zambia are you from, by the way?
So I'm from Chingola. The Copper Belt. The province is called Copper Belt. The city is called Chingola. The place is called Mix City.
Mix City. Is that
the place is called Mikilon, but I named it Mix City.
You named it?
I named it Mix City.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I felt like Mix City sounds more like me.
I see.
Yeah, but that's just a fancy name I gave it. But it's Mikilon. So I'm from Chingola.
Chingola. So the Chingola, is it the state or is it the region? Or?
It's a city. So the province is called Copper Belt. We have 10 provinces.
I know the Copper Belt there's an university over there which is very popular.
Yes, the Copper Belt University.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I read something on that. Yeah.
So the province is called the Copper Belt. Then me, I'm from a city called Chingola.
I see. And inside the Chingola, you have another place.
Now, another place called Mix City.
Okay, and then finally, that's where you live.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting to know. And what's unique about your
Chingola.
people? Yeah.
My people or the city?
The city, probably. Let's stick to the city.
Yeah, because so there are three things.
Yeah.
The first is it's a mining area. So we mine copper.
Okay.
That's why we call it the Copper Belt. It means the copper belt, like we are englobed in the copper.
I get
so there is a lot of mining, and then we have a lot of mountains.
I see.
In a place called Lulamba, we have mountains. Now these are specific mountains. They are rocky mountains.
I see.
Very nice. Yeah. Then you are going to find chimpanzees. Yeah, we have a lot of those as well.
I see.
Yeah.
That's then is it part of the most popular tourist sites you have in Zambia?
No, it's not a tourist capital. It's not a tourist city.
Despite the fact that you guys have chimpanzees and people would like to come and take pictures stuff like that.
So like if you want to go to a tourist place in Zambia, the first recommendation I would give is Livingstone. So Livingstone is meant for that, where you find the Victoria Falls.
I see.
Yes, like people travel all around the world, just go to Livingstone. Because now it's also developed, like to accommodate tourists.
Okay.
There is like a lot of development around.
Yeah, just for them to feel at home when they come there.
Yeah,
I get
but
it.
Chingola doesn't have that capacity.
Yeah. I think there's Lusaka too.
Lusaka is the capital. It's a business capital. Okay. So when you go to Lusaka, that's where you find like businesses, industries.
I see. So I was speaking to someone from South Sudan recently, and I don't know if South Sudan is closer to you guys, but I had the notion that you guys might be having the same kind of things in common, right? So they were talking about their bride price, which I believe you guys call, I wrote it somewhere here. And
Lobola.
The Lobola. I wanted to say, allow me to say it now, just to show that I did research. So the Lobola.
Yeah.
So when I was asking, they were telling me the man has to present more than 100 cows. And I asked 100 cows, is that enough? They said, no, it's not even enough, 500, because that's how it is.
Me too, I was shocked when I heard that for the first time.
Yeah, good.
From South Sudan.
Yeah, I'm not the only one who've heard this.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to bring a South Sudanese over here to elaborate that for me.
I would love to hear that.
It's weird. Well. If a man cannot afford that, what happens to that man?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Because my friend told me, if you come to our country, even if you have money, you have to buy those cows and then bring that as dowry. I was like, can't we pay money? She told me, no. You have to convert the money into cows. Yeah.
What would they do the cows?
With Zambia, it's different, yeah?
Okay, tell me.
The lobola is different. So it's true there is lobola, but for us, Boom, there are some tribes. Remember, Zambia has about 72 tribes. Or 72.
Small country like that.
Yeah, but so many tribes.
Yeah.
So every tribe is representing a culture. Now, every culture has got a belief system, has got their norms and everything. You know, like these are specific people. Some can be sharing like the Bantu Botatwe. They have some similarities, but usually it's different. Yeah. But in general, we pay money. So how do we pay Lobola?
Yeah.
Sometimes there are negotiations. You're going to hear things. Yeah, you're going to hear things like, well, this girl went abroad, she studied, she's a doctor. Wow. You know, we invested so much in her education, and then she has never had a child before. So maybe you're going to do maybe 25,000. But if it is somebody maybe who has a child already, you're going to hear that, okay, maybe 10,000, 8,000. And then maybe they're going to say, no, look at our child, he's just starting life. And then, okay, we can reduce a bit. Yeah, there are those tactics. But usually it's money for us.
I see. Then don't you feel like you are literally buying the female? Because if they are just pricing it based on, it's like going to the market, right? Yeah. And this is of quality. Maybe you are buying something from Apple. Of course, it's quality.
Well, I'm of the perspective that... I'm going to speak as an ancient man.
All right. Yeah.
Normally, what used to happen a long time ago, that is why some cultures have kept the tradition of presenting cows. What was the wisdom behind? Is that me as the father, I've been taking care of my child. You want to be the father of this child. That is why after marriage... Now I'm speaking as a married man. You're going to hear like your wife start calling you dad. Now, what the father wants to see is if you have the capacity to keep their child.
I see.
By capacity, I mean resources.
Exactly.
So it was more of a show of puissance, power.
Like,
yeah, I can take care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So it was more of that.
I see. Yeah. So I get it now. Fine. Now we are going to get more deeper into your expertise. The main reason why we called you here, all right? I'm sorry if we had to pass through Zambia because
I know it's really interesting with pleasure.
Yeah, exactly what's really happening out there. So you spoke about your awards that you've won and stuff like that. So was that the first moment you realized? When was the first moment you realized that? Oh wow, I am meant to be a public speaker.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I started public speaking as early as 2015, 2016. But the one moment I can categorically count is when I participated into this debate. It was my first debate. I was in grade 8. I think 2015, somewhere there. Yeah. So now, I was new. I was new at school, but there was this guy, George Mandanji. He was like my senior, and he was good. He was good. Like, people respected him. But he had never heard me. Yeah. So now, it so happened that I was on the other side of the team and he was on the other side. I think he was proposing, I was opposing. And then we entered into this debate and I hammered him. In fact, right now he's the lawyer. Right now he has done law.
I see.
Yeah. And I was the best speaker in that debate. And I was fire, you know. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know a lot of rules and voice control. I didn't know a lot of things, but I just had it, you know, like it was an intrinsic thing.
You just wanted to devour him at that moment.
And then after that, when I was best speaker, I realized, wow, I'm this good. So I think that was the moment I realized I'm meant for this.
Okay, so what's the weirdest reaction you've ever gotten from a speech? Like someone coming to you, the widest one?
Wow. There are quite a number, but I think one remarkable one is, now this one actually was not really public speaking per se. It was a preaching. I gave a sermon at the Assembly Square. Now, when I gave that sermon, it was like the new head teacher had just arrived in school. And so it was like a welcoming ceremony. Okay. And then I ministered. It was still quite public speaking because I was talking to the Assembly Square.
Of people, yeah.
And then she called me. Like after the event, she was like, I would want to see that boy. Nice. I was very young. Now that I look at the photos, I wonder like, wow, I was this young.
What was happening?
So when she called me in her office afterwards, she was like curious. She wanted to know about me, and that was like a changing moment. Because after that, she now started sending me to represent a school outside the city. I would go to Lusaka for 3 days, 1 week, just to go and represent, and they'll be giving me allowance.
Exactly. That's I was about to talk about the fact that you
they'll be giving me allowance and stuff, and I was really enjoying. I think that was like.
So do you think public speaking in Africa is actually underrated? It's a skill that people underrate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's unfortunate because we celebrate and clap for musicians and footballers, but we forget that leaders are determined by how they speak.
Yes.
Leaders fall by their words.
Exactly.
So we have to really, really reach a level where we can embrace the art of speaking, even in businesses. So now see, you can be competent in a lot of things, but remember, how did we meet? It was through a business speech.
Exactly.
I'm an engineer. I don't know how that blends. I'm an engineer, but even as an engineer, I still need public speaking if I have to pitch for my project. If I have to pitch for funding. So Africa should reach a level where they can sell their ideas to the world. But to do that, they will need public speaking. A doctor will have to speak. A nurse will have to speak. Every field will have to embrace the art of public speaking.
So is it a skill you can develop? Should you have to be born with it or?
Amazing question. Well, you can develop it.
Okay.
You can develop it. And then this is something I've learned by experience. Because what a lot of people call as good public speaking is charisma. Charisma as in the energy, the enthusiasm. Now, there are people, like in my own case, I have a lot of that, but that is not all there is about public speaking. So having debated and met different people, I found people who can speak slow, but firm. And they can make their point.
I get it.
You get what I mean? So you don't have to have a loud voice to be a good speaker. But there are things you can learn. There are things you can develop. For example, posture. You can have a loud voice, but if you don't know how to use your hands, you'll still be a weak speaker. So you develop it. It can be taught. It can be learned.
Exactly. So I was just about to ask you, is it something we can teach just like we teach in mathematics? And you've made a very important point about the fact that our leaders, we vote them through speaking.
Exactly.
And how would you even know if this guy is the right person for the job, if he can really speak well in public? So we are confused sometimes as to if the person has the due power. Can this person do it? Because if you don't have that skill to decipher if this person actually can do it, you realize that you'll be deceived because the person is good at speaking to you, selling whatever he's selling. And that's why you might be mistakenly buy things that are fake because of how the person sell it to you at the end of the day. So there's something we have to learn ourselves and now know that if someone is using this against us, we can know if the person is actually the right person for it or not. We'll go to the tips. You just made mention about the fact that you have to be in a good posture to be able to, sell your point and stuff like that. We'll come to the tips because I know my people are ready for it. But before we move that, what's one moment where public speaking literally changed your life? Like changed everything for you?
Wow. Now, this is interesting because when you ask this question, the first thought that comes in my mind is which one was like the biggest stage I ever stood? But no, it actually happened in a classroom.
Wow.
I was giving a speech about self-development, about the struggles that people go through and how they can rise to the occasion.
Nice.
Like, I was saying something like, that is way back. I was saying something like, every excuse makes sense because there is a logic backing it. And that is why people fail, because they can justify failure. But then my point was, even though you may have an excuse, you can still rise to the occasion because everybody was risen. And then as I was saying that, some girl started crying.
Nice.
She was crying. And then when I finished, I noticed her. I was deputy head boy by then and president of debate. I asked, what's wrong? And then she told me, you were talking about my life.
Wow.
And then she explained how how whatsoever I was saying was transforming her. Right now, as we are speaking, she's married.
Oh,
she's married to some person in the diaspora, and she's living well.
And she's forgotten about you, probably.
Well, I wouldn't want her to remember, but at least the impact, when I see that and I see the contribution, I feel nice as well.
Yeah, it's good. It feels good to, to do good. So if you could design, I know we are going to the tips, but this one, before you go to the tips, if you could design a class on public speaking, what would be your lesson number one? I know I should have been at your event where you spoke about, the tips and necessary things, which I wasn't there. Very sorry. And I hope you forgive me at the end of the day. But then what's the number one lesson you will teach someone when you try to design a class on public speaking?
Well, the first lesson I would give on public speaking is that fear is not a myth.
Okay.
It's real.
Wow.
Because a lot of public speakers, they may tell you fear is not there. It is just in your mind. No, wait.
It does.
Fear is there.
Yeah.
You have to acknowledge it. It is after you have acknowledged that you can have this stage fright. That's when now you can know how to deal with it, how to manage it, how to overcome it. But first we have to acknowledge that it's there. Yeah. I think that would be my first lesson.
It's because sometimes when I go on stage, I also feel that fear.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you know that it does exist, you will know how to overcome it at the end of the day. Yeah, it's really true. So now let's get into the tips. So tips to be confident and maintain composure when you're on stage speaking to people. Yeah.
Why I love this question I've just asked on tips?
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah.
I went to a competition and then a friend of mine was about to go on stage. And then he asked me to say, how can I present better? I want to go there and really, really present better. And then I gave this person tips on how to be confident.
Yeah.
Lot. I bombarded this person. Yeah. When the person went on stage, it was the worst performance.
Catastrophic.
And then I was shocked.
Because you gave everything she needed.
Like that was 10 minutes before, how have you forgotten?
Yeah.
It was from there that I learned to say, okay, this thing is beyond tips. So I'm going to tell you the real tips now that are beyond the normal tips. Yeah. Because you can easily find a lot of tips on the internet. So the first thing you have to know is, number one, your problem is not confidence. Your problem is information.
Yes.
It is content. For example, when I just entered here, you were telling me about some medical term. What did you call it?
The sympathetic nerve syndrome.
Exactly. Yeah. If you told me right now to say, okay, Knox, you are a good speaker. Yeah. Say something about the sympathetic nerve. Yeah. I have nothing to say about that. It's not a matter of confidence. The first issue is what? Information. So what do you want to do? When you're given a subject, you want to do maximum research. Yes. Don't be a lazy speaker.
Exactly.
Do research. Know as much as you can. Have enough vocabulary to express that subject.
I see.
Because when you forget a word and you stop talking, it's not a matter of confidence. You just don't know what to say next.
Exactly.
You see, so in your head, you might be thinking you're forgetting because you're scared. No, you're not scared. You just don't know enough. So number one, have
the content. Yeah, it's really important.
And again, even at my level, when people invite me tomorrow you'll be presenting and I don't know the subject, I turn it down. Tell me a week before, unless it's about Zambia, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've done so many presentations. I have PowerPoints on my PC. Those are revisions. I can easily find my way out. Yeah. But if it is a new subject that I'm not familiar with, don't tell me at gunpoint. Yeah. I will happily say, I'm not ready.
I know, right. I do, right.
Second thing that can make a better speaker is what? How you start and how you finish.
Yes.
So the first cut is the deepest. You want to create an impression when starting. That is very important. Not just for you, but for others as well.
Exactly.
I told myself every time I open my mouth, I'll be so good that people will stop whatsoever they are doing to just listen to me. I'll give them what I call a mouth gasm. I'll be that good. And then the moment they are, I won't exhaust them. Once I feel they are getting tired, that's the right moment to stop.
I see.
You see?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not even about the audience, it's about how you are starting.
Yeah.
You see? So that's why sometimes when I'm starting, I have what I call bangs. Bang, like when I shoot and then bang.
Yes.
So I'll try to enter with a bang. Sometimes I'll enter with a fact. Did you know that we don't have 24 hours in a day? And then somebody will be like,
what? Yeah.
What is about
this guy say? Yeah.
So just to captivate.
Yeah.
When coming here, how many used buses? Some are going to.
Yeah.
And how many used personal cars?
Yeah.
Now, did you know that the price of your...
Exactly.
And then you want to create that platform where they feel engaged, because it's very hard to listen to someone.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Just us sitting right now without pressing our phones, without checking what's happening on the internet is a battle.
Yeah.
Now imagine people are going to be listening to you for the next 30 minutes without touching their phones.
Exactly.
Then you have to be that good.
Yeah,
so start strong, but again, end well. Like some people can start very strong and then go so low. No. End powerfully. Leave an impression so that even when you finish, people are going to be like, we wish you went further. It's better they say that than they say, we're just waiting for you to finish.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. I wish you would have gone further. Anyway, so you guys know, I was actually talking about the sympathetic nerve. It was a sympathetic nerve. And then, he made a very good point over there about you having contest before going on stage. It's really important because if you know whatever you're talking about, you have the confidence to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really, really important. And I feel like you easily connect with people. How do you do that? How do you connect with people?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
Now, I have first to debunk a wrong idea that people have. When people are learning how to speak, especially beginners, they are told when you stand in front, don't look at people. Look behind and fix your eyes on that so that people will be thinking like you're looking at them.
Yeah.
That's a misconception. I have to debunk that.
Wow.
That is for beginners, not if you want to be a winner.
Yeah.
So now, how do I connect with people? Your eyes speak. Your eyes speak. Exactly. So the first thing I'm going to use to connect with people are my eyes. My gestures.
Yeah.
If you want to express fear, show it. So if you're not going to be looking at people, imagine I come here and as we are talking, I'm looking the other side. You're going to be like,
exactly.
I'm not the target.
Yeah.
You know you're not the target.
Exactly, yeah.
And then also be honest.
Yes.
Don't exaggerate. Like some speakers exaggerate too much. Like people can know like you're not Superman.
Yeah.
Like you can't do what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like some stories, for example, if I want to give a story, I tell you to say when start with a story. Let it be authentic.
I see.
People can feel truth. People can connect with truth. But when you're exaggerating things, you're talking about theories that are non-existential, people are not going to connect to those. So if you want to connect with people, be honest. Use authentic stories. Don't be a superhero if you're not. Be real.
Don't
be authentic. Don't also imitate others.
Okay.
Because sometimes in trying to imitate others, people have heard so many speakers, they can easily tell to say you're trying to be Knox, but you're not Knox.
Exactly.
So be yourself and develop yourself in there. Be inspired by others, follow after great people, but don't try to imitate.
I see. So tips on overcoming stage fright here.
Number one, like I still come back, know your content.
Exactly.
Then number two, you have to understand what it is. It is a thing of the mind. You see, it's a battle of the mind. So if you have to overcome it, you have to give it a special name.
Okay.
For example, if you met me outside before coming here and you tell me randomly, let's have a podcast, talk about the importance of public speaking, I may not be this good.
Exactly.
Because I don't have that energy to push me to be better.
I see.
Even when I'm doing a presentation on stage, I may not do that presentation as good as that in my bedroom because the energy has not kicked in. So what others call fear, I call it energy to thrive. I have given it a proper name. So for me, I need it. Like I told you, it is not a myth. It is there. And why is it there? It is an energy we use. In fact, people connect to us because of that energy. So it is not something you should be fighting to overcome, but it's something you embrace. It is after you embrace it that you thrive with it. So it will always remain there. Even up to now, that thing still kicks in every time. And it is that thing that makes people to even connect to us.
Okay. So at this point, we are going to have a little bit of fun. And it's going to be at a... it's about, your vocabs, how good you know them. And it's just about 5 because we've exhausted most of the time trying to, we wish you had the time to, speak more on this matter. Because, it's really interesting having this convo with you. But before we go to the final words, there's this game that I don't know if I should go ahead and explain. So we are just going to mention each alphabet. So you're going to mention an alphabet on maybe on a 1, 2, 3 count, and then we mention. Now, whatever alphabet you mentioned, you are supposed to begin a word with it. All right, and end it with what the alphabet I mentioned. Whosoever mentions it first gets a point. So, for instance, if I ask you 1, 2, 3, and then we are to mention, and you mention A, and I mention N, and then now we brainstorm to know the word to use. So I can say attention. If I say attention, and it happens to be obviously attention, A and N, I gain a point. Amazing. Or if abstain, I gain a point. So we are just going to do 5 of those and see who win. Hopefully I win, because you can't just win me twice. It can happen. So hopefully I win. So I'm going to do the countdown and you mentioned. So 1, 2, 3, K. You were supposed to mention it with me.
At the same time?
Yeah, at the same time.
Okay.
So you don't have to look for the word. So let's go again. So 1, 2, 3, Vin. You are supposed to mention it.
Oh my.
You are supposed to mention it together. Okay, let's go again.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, Y. The word should be minimum of 5. I forgot to tell you this. Yeah.
Minimum of 5?
Yeah. I have a word, but it's less than 5. It's less than 5. Oh my days! Nox, you don't know the word. Wow. That starts with A and ends with Y. Oh my days! Apply. I got it. Apply.
It didn't click.
Yeah, apply. So let's go again. So 1, 2, 3.
X.
J. Which word is J? Come on. Why would I use that? Does it even exist?
Jax.
Nah. I would have said E. Then I would have mentioned xylophone. But I didn't say E. I thought a word like that exists.
I don't think so.
Probably we check. You guys see.
Yeah, in the comment section.
Put it in the comment section. Okay, then let's go to the next one. 1, 2, 3.
M.
Yeah, E. It's easy. M and E. Make it too short, less than 5. Mask. No, it doesn't have.
No. Am I this bad? Oh my. I should go back to my English class. Wow.
Minutes. Yeah.
A minute.
Yeah, minute. A minute. Yeah, a minute. Yeah, a minute. Yeah, minute.
Wow.
So yeah.
No, you have been playing this game for a long time.
You are aware of it.
No, I've never played.
No, this is my first time.
This
is my first time. But
really?
I've heard of it, but this is my first time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So let's go there. Then the 4th one. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
B.
C.
I wanted to say Becky.
And I've now washed my brain just to give you 1 point. But it's like,
no, this one
you are making it easy for me. No, I don't have any word with C, B, and ends with C. Honestly, I don't know any word. And I think
Big. Becky, no.
No, well, if you guys know, put in the comment section.
Yes.
Now I'm giving this the final one. If you win, you win everything.
Okay.
Yeah, winner takes everything.
Let's try.
All right, yeah. I'm just giving you the opportunity to win me twice. Okay, so let's go on. 1, 2, 3.
D.
E.
Edward.
It's a name, but yeah.
So I win
but does it
everything.
have E? Edward has no E at the end, honestly.
No, you mentioned E.
E, yeah.
And I mentioned D.
Yeah, so the word has to start with D and ends with E. That's what you've been doing all
It can
this
start with E and end with D, no? Vice versa doesn't work.
Okay, well, I'll give you that. All right. Thank you very much for coming on. But before you finally go, do you prefer motivation to discipline or discipline to motivation? Discipline, all right. Okay, so do you have any kind of book you can recommend to people on public speaking? Or there's no need to read. They just have to follow you.
There is some books like Speak to Win, but personally, I didn't learn public speaking by books.
Okay.
So yes, the best way would be to follow me.
Yeah, follow him.
Follow me and
on all social
learn by
media.
experience.
Yeah, we'll put his handle on screen, LinkedIn, wherever, so you guys can check him out and know that like he's the guy
With
to
pleasure.
follow when it comes to what public speaking. So now, finally, advice on people planning to make living out of public speaking, or do you think? Or thinking you have to be good, enough to look good to be able to be a public speaker? Any advice to those kind of people?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, because people are afraid that I have to be looking good in order to speak to public, and I want to amass a lot of money. I want to look like those guys. There's a guy. Is it Vossy,
Yes.
in order to
Okay, now that's a very important question. Yeah. And I would love to decipher it. So, anybody can be a public speaker. Good. You can develop it. We have established that. Yeah. Now, there is something that I have to debunk again.
Okay, break it.
You can't be a public speaker and a private speaker at the same time.
Okay.
People who call me, who text me that they want to be public speaker, they want us to be doing it in private. They want to live private lives. So now, you can't build a business when you're building a secret.
Exactly.
There's a difference between building a business and building a secret.
Yeah.
So what am I trying to say? You have to brand yourself.
Yeah.
When you think of public speaking in Morocco, it shouldn't take you 10 seconds before you think of Knox. If that happens, it means I've branded myself correctly.
Exactly.
Knox is not just a public speaker.
Yeah.
At personal level, you're going to realize I have so many other things that I do that is not public speaker.
Exactly.
I'm an emerging youth leader. I do a lot of leadership. I'm an engineering student, final year engineering student. There is a lot that I'm involved in. I'm an agriculture influencer. A lot of other things. But I've branded myself with something specific. And then when people come to my life because of what they have heard, they find that, this guy can actually bake.
I see.
I'm a chef.
Wow.
Did you know that?
No, you just said
You
it.
wouldn't.
I would have asked questions about it.
You see?
Yeah.
So there are other things about me that are very interesting, but I first have to brand myself, be specific before I can start to leverage.
I see.
So that is very important. Brand yourself, go there in public, show what you can. In fact, once you attain greatness, once you attain competence, the next thing you want to do is to start teaching, is to start making information available. Yeah. Don't be scared to share. If you have really, really reached competence, be ready to share what you know. Be ready to share your life.
Okay.
But if you're being scared that somebody is going to get your knowledge and be better than you, then you haven't just reached.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So brand yourself, sell out your gift, and then people are going to place a demand on it. People are watching. Exactly. Even sometimes when they don't put a like, they know the work you're doing. You know, like people just passing and then be looking at LEZAMIS podcast. And then they may not even leave a comment, but they watch.
Watching. Yeah. One
day they'll be like, okay, we can't just ignore this guy.
Let's
Doc,
like...
You see?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Thank you very much. So can you make money out of public speaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good money.
Good money.
But you have to attain it.
Yeah.
You have to reach there. Because you can't place a demand. You have to grow value.
Yeah.
If you haven't grown value, you won't make money.
I see.
But if you put a price on a gift that is underdeveloped, who's gonna pay for it?
I see. You said it all, Knox. I wish we had that time to talk about it, because I really feel like this conversation shouldn't end. But finally, we've come to the end of the conversation, my people. And you guys should do it to follow Knox on all the social media platforms, because he has more than what he just said here on my podcast. And please do it to subscribe to the channel. Do it to leave a like. Don't forget to also, comment. And the Zambian student, he's going for the Zambia presidency. This is a moment for me to talk about it. I hope the video comes out before you guys vote, which I'm very sure is going to do. And when you guys hear of the whole thing, you guys should know that he's the right guy.
Thank you so much.
All right, this has been it. Thanks for coming on, Knox. I really appreciate it.
The
and see you guys in the next one.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you so much.